Hey guys, welcome to my stream. Happy second anniversary to Stadia. And today, as the SBCN event, I'll be the person starting the event actually. So I'm glad to be part of this event. But today, we are playing Pixeljunk Raiders, and I do have some special guests with me. We have Mr. Push Dustin, aka Will. Hello, Push Dustin.
Hello, it's good to be here.
Good, yeah, it's good. I'm happy that you're here. It's a very good pleasure. And then we have. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, we've interacted for such a long time. It's great to actually hear your voice.
It's true, right?
To talk to you directly.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot. You've been very helpful. You've got me some signatures for some video games that I had. And oh man, yeah, you've been very much of help, and you've been so active on the Discord community. So it's very nice to hear your voice too. And then we have another special guest, which is RJ, which is another staff from Q Games. How are you, RJ?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for having me on as well.
Yeah,
Pleasure to be here.
So it's going to be a fun day. We're going to be talking a lot. So I have my game Pixeljunk Raiders here. And we'll see if I'm good at multitasking while speaking at the same time. Because what we'll be doing today is I'll be playing the game while asking you guys some questions about Pixeljunk Raiders, but also about what you guys are working currently and things like that. So while I start this mission here, what I'm going to do is start with Will there and ask him. So what do you do at Q Games, and where are you from? Are you originally from Japan? And who are you?
Well, I'm Will. I'm the PR and community manager at Q Games, and I joined the company part-time last November, so a year ago now, and then joined full-time since April. And I run the social media accounts, the Discord. I recently led the effort to revamp the website, and it's been a lot of fun. I helped out with Pixeljunk Eden 2, Pixeljunk Raiders, and just recently we announced the Tomorrow Children. So that's been fantastic.
Yeah, Tomorrow Children, and that's very exciting, and I want to talk about that later on too. Also, it's something that's very it's something to be excited about. And what about you, RJ? So, where are you from? What do you do with Q Games? What are your roles?
I'm from the UK originally, and I came to Japan about 3 years ago. I'm a technical artist at Q, so I try and help the programmers talk to the artists and solve technical art-related problems.
Very cool. And so for the 3 years that you've been in Japan, have you been working with Q Game all this time?
Yeah, that's correct. I came to Japan to work with Q.
Oh, very nice. So now I'd like to ask Will. So when the game initially came out, what were your tasks for the game? Like, what did you have to do? Did you have to do any advertisement? Did you had any contests that we could participate on and things like that?
Oh, I guess I forgot to talk about a little bit about how I got to Q Games.
Yeah.
I came to Japan about 9 or 10, almost 10 years ago, and I started out as an English teacher, and then in between that time and Q Games, I started a website called Source Gaming, where I did like translations and articles about like video games in Japan. And then from there, I transitioned to another YouTube channel called Did You Know Gaming, where I wrote scripts and did a lot of research for them. And then from there, I got into Q Games as their PR and community manager. But for Pixeljunk Raiders, so between the time I joined and the time that Pixeljunk Raiders launched, it wasn't too much time. So I was helping out, preparing the social media plans and coordinating with our with Google and stuff like that on launch details and stuff like that. And we also did a couple of contests and AMAs, which I helped organize.
Very cool. Yeah, so for me, I only discovered Q Game when when Pixeljunk Raiders came out. I was aware of Pixeljunk Raiders, but I didn't know that Q Games were the one that doing it. And so for me, Will, you were pretty much there from the beginning since since been with them.
Yeah.
But it's cool that you take care of the Gaming, because it's a pretty popular site. I think I've been watching it since the beginning, so it's cool to know that you're part of it.
Yeah. I was one of the other full timers there for about a year, and I wrote a lot of the biography videos. So like the Masahiro Sakurai one, the Satoshi Tajiri one, and Koizumi one. Not Koizumi. Yeah. Koizumi one I wrote.
Okay, very cool, very cool. And RJ, what about you? What were your tasks with Pixeljunk Raiders?
I mean, it's quite a broad subject. So, like, for instance, the grass in the level. At some point during the stage of production, we had to work out like how we were going to approach how to actually make the grass in the level.
Oh wow!
So we would look at ways that people have done it in the past and try and come up with maybe a new interesting way of doing it, but also at the same time making sure that the grass would be performant enough that the game could run at the frame rate that it was needed. I mean, that's just a small example, but like other examples is like the water shader, so the way that the water looks in the game. Or I don't know whether you've noticed, but if you walk slowly through foliage like grass or the plants,
oh wow!
it moves out the way a little bit.
No, I never noticed that. Wow.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. Like, it's a really subtle thing that maybe people don't notice, but I was involved in making that happen, for instance.
Oh wow, that's cool. You know what? As soon as you mentioned the grass, it's never something that I notice at all. So now that I notice it, it's true. Like it's not just plain. It's very, like I'm at the perfect place right now to showcase that, since I'm in a forest, and it's crazy how many details there is in there. And were you also part at like randomizing where the grass would be inside these forests?
That's correct. I worked with. There's another guy that works at the company called Jerome, and also I should mention Kimmy as well. Kimmy and Jerome worked on procedural generation with me. Jerome was kind of the leader of the pack. He was the guy that did the bulk programming and made the stuff work. And then Kimmy and I would take on the tools that he'd made, and something that we would maybe call trained the tools that he made to do the things that we needed to.
Okay.
So between Kimmy and I, we kind of decided how the procedural stages, the terrain, where the grass would go, where biomes for the cities would be able to happen, and how those things would interact with each other.
Ah, very cool. And so the way that you're speaking, it's as if this was fairly new to you too, right? Like this was all new processes that you have to create. You've never had experience in these kind of field.
I mean, technical art and 3D modeling are kind of my skill base, but procedural generation was definitely something that was new to me.
Nice.
There are some real difficulties in working with procedural generation that you don't get working on a static game, and definitely 100% learning the difficulties of working in a procedural generation game was something I had to learn quickly on my feet with.
Yeah, it's I'm actually a software developer, and I understand the challenge of having something new to do every day, so I completely understand. So in part of Stadia, did you had anything that you had to do to make the game work on Stadia, or was that part of another department?
I mean, definitely the programmers did the lion's share of work when it came to making sure that everything was fine. But as a technical artist, part of the process in my job is to kind of analyze performance and try and work out where our budget's being spent in terms of, how much is going towards the GPU and how much is going towards the CPU, and try and find ways of optimizing that. And definitely on Stadia, it was good because we had the opportunity to use UE4. So there's a lot of tools already built into UE4 that let us benchmark things,
Okay.
and that made it okay. It kind of helped the issues that we might have come up with working on Stadia. Things like for a while we only had one development kit available to us in-house because of the way that Stadia was at the time.
Oh my gosh. And you guys are
So
like a bunch working on it, right? So
yeah, I think maybe there was 35 people on the team for this project.
oh my god.
I'm taking a rough guess there. It could have been less. It could have been more.
It must have been like when you're a child in a big family, right? It's my turn. No, it's my turn. To test it out.
We could use multiple nodes on the one kit, and we did end up with many more kits. But one of the difficult things was we couldn't really benchmark on our PCs for what it was going to bench like on the box itself.
Okay, I see.
Our PC might have been more powerful, or the next person's PC might not have been as powerful as the box.
Yeah.
So we had to keep going back and forth between testing something on our on our development computers, and then making sure that was then tested on the dev kits.
Nice. At least there was that. There was like workarounds, so that's good. So, Will, I've heard that Stadia is not in Japan yet, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
That's correct. We don't. You cannot sign up for Stadia right now in Japan.
Okay. So there must be like workarounds, right?
I mean, like you as a consumer, you cannot access Stadia.
Okay, I see. So like we're all wishing that Stadia expand to other countries eventually, and so for you, if Stadia would come around here, would you give it a try? Do you see yourself using it as a platform?
So, like, personally speaking, like before I worked on Pixeljunk Raiders, I was like actually very anti-cloud gaming because I was just like, why would you want to game on the cloud? Just play on a physical disc. But like Pixeljunk Raiders actually like really opened my eyes and really enlightened me on the benefits of cloud gaming. Like the fact that you can play on any device, you're not limited to the specs of your PC and stuff like that. Because I was building my PC at the time, and being able to play Pixeljunk Raiders, no matter what, was really cool. And so like I actually became pretty pro cloud gaming after Pixeljunk Raiders launched, just because it really showed me the benefit of and the possibility of cloud gaming. The fact that you can play on your phone, the fact that you can play on a tablet, the fact that you can play on a 10-year-old laptop. You're not limited by your own hardware, and you're just limited by your own connection speed. But in Japan, that's not really that big of an issue. Like I have a really good internet connection here, and so I'm actually really excited to try more cloud gaming in the future.
I'd really like to play the game that I made. that would be nice.
Yeah.
That's funny because that's what I hear from you guys, even on the Discord. I would love to play the game. I think Kate Campbell said the same thing. Dylan said the same thing too. So it's funny but sad at the same time.
I don't know if you remember, I asked you to if you ever got to the credits, if you could send me a screenshot. Or
I was gonna ask that. Yeah.
Because I really wanted to see the credit. I mean, obviously I'd seen the credits because I've seen the end of the game when we were, testing in the studio. But I wanted to see the credits somewhere out in the world, and for me to do that here, like I have to VPN and then
Yeah.
go through the rigmarole of trying to get in, even though the system's not here.
Oh man, if I would have known, I would have recorded the credits, without my voice, because the reason I thought that you wanted it was like to debug something or to check like a bug like or something.
Oh no, at all. What you offered was perfect. I just wanted to see it. I just wanted
Nice.
to see it out there in the wild.
I love the music. The music in the credits is so satisfying. It's just
Yeah,
like a
Gary
good
did a
reward.
great job.
Definitely. So in terms of what you guys are working right now, I don't know who wants to start first, but what keeps you busy right now at the moment?
Many things.
Yes.
So yeah. Recently we relaunched did a redesign of our website, which is like a project that I've been working on for several months now. And then also we recently announced that we reacquired the IP for the Tomorrow Children, which was a game that was co-developed with I think Japan Studios and Q Games. Like Q Games did most of the heavy lifting for that title, and we now have that IP, so we can pretty much do anything we want with it now, which is an amazing opportunity. So we're working on that, and doing a lot of things to support that right now.
Yeah, and just to let the audience know, this is very big because 7 years ago, Q Games released this game that Will is talking about called Tomorrow Children, and a year later, the servers were discontinued or something like that. Sony decided to stop the servers, but the thing is that Sony had the IP, so there was a lot of dealing that they needed to do to gain the IP back.
Yep.
So now that they have the IP, they just made an announcement just a few weeks ago that they'll be bringing back the game. So they have a newsletter right now that you can subscribe and keep up to date with that.
So if you don't know anything about the game, it's very unique in the fact that it's very cooperative. It's not very competitive at all, and when you're playing it, you kind of get into this groove, and you find out your role and you contribute to society. The whole game is themed after 1970s behind the Iron Curtain, Czech Republic puppetry is kind of the graphic setting for it. But it's really interesting gameplay wise, and it's actually very, very fun. Like you get into this mode where it's just like, this is like a very zen-like experience. It's nothing like I've ever played before.
Yeah, you're right. As soon as I see like gameplay or trailers, I hear the music and I can totally see the the aesthetic where you guys are going with that. So what about you, RJ? So you weren't there at the beginning for developing the Tomorrow Children. So do you have a part of it now to bring it back?
It's difficult for me to talk about projects and future work that I'm doing. It's easier for Will because like Will's the stuff that he can talk about. He's got to get that out to the public.
Yeah.
The stuff that I'm working on, it's difficult for me to say it without knowing that I might get in trouble with my boss.
I'm just gonna ask this. Are you? Yeah, I just want to know if you're part of it. Are you?
I don't think
100% I'm part of it because I'm part of the company, and at some point everybody in the company is going to get involved with it.
Yeah. Okay.
We're very much like a collaborative team. It's not like, oh, you're on that project and you can't look at another project.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's like about like what? Correct me if I'm wrong, RJ, but about like 50 people at the company.
Yeah, I think we're about 55, 60.
Yeah.
Around that mark.
So like it's like everyone kind of knows what everyone else is doing, and there's a lot of cross collaboration.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy because when you see a big company like that, like with 55 employees, they usually start getting multiple projects at the same time, and it starts getting very chaotic. So it's cool to see that everybody's still like I'm not sure if it's like that, but I feel like you guys are like a big family, right? You guys work together, and it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna ask you this, RJ. So how is it to work with Dylan? Dylan is the CEO of the Q Game company. He's the creator. Well, he was a part of creating Star Fox and a few more
lead
games.
Programmer.
Yeah, the lead programmer, and then he decided to create this big company called Q Games and created Pixeljunk Games. So RJ, yeah. So how do you feel working with Dylan?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I owe a lot to Dylan. Dylan gave me the opportunity to come to Japan and work in an industry that I'd been wanting to work in for 4 or 5 years. So Dylan's a very driven person, and he's also got a lot of creativity. And it was the company's 20th anniversary this year. And I wrote Dylan a little message sometime a few months ago, and in the message I kind of said, you know, I'm always really impressed with, after 20 years of running a company, Dylan's still like day one. You know, he's still excited about everything that we do, and he still wants to be involved with everything on the company, everything in the company. I would imagine a lot of large companies, you know, you don't really talk to the owner or the CEO or the head honcho in a company, but Dylan's on the ground floor with us and gets involved with everything. It's an enjoyable place to work.
That's amazing to hear that. And when you see Dylan appear in videos and stuff, you can still see his passion. He doesn't talk about business, right? He just go ahead and talk about the love of the game, and I love it.
I mean, definitely Q is, we enjoy making games, but we also love technology. You know, we love the bleeding edge side of game development and trying something new and interesting.
Very nice. So what about you, Will? So, how do you feel working with Dylan?
Oh, I love it. Like I've never imagined that there was a company with 50 employees or something like that the CEO will still take time out of their day to respond to fan letters and stuff like that. Like Dylan is very passionate about the games that that his company's producing, and he's really forward looking and trying to think about ways to innovate and bring new technology like RJ was mentioning. I think with the thing that really sticks out to me about Q Games is that they have a unique aesthetic for every game that they develop. Like Pixeljunk Monsters 2 looks very, very different from Pixeljunk Eden.
Definitely.
And looks very different from Pixeljunk Scrappers, which looks very different from the Tomorrow Children. It's amazing that they have such a wide breadth and they're constantly trying new things. And I think Dylan is really the push behind that.
Yeah, and it's true. Like you see, I was looking in the Discord and people were just saying how crazy, the Tomorrow Children graphics age, because he did some stuff. Chain blocking, he explained that he was doing back in the time, but I don't know what that means. But it seemed like a pretty cool feature.
I think chain blocking was for the servers, but the voxel lighting, the fact that the light can bounce up to 3 times, and I think RJ can probably speak more about this.
Tracy.
Yes.
Very cool. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's fine, please.
Okay. So I just want to say that so Q Games right now are looking for new talent, and so I just want Will to expand on that. So yeah.
I mean, one of the things that we did was when we updated the website, we also updated the recruitment page, and so we're looking for new talent. And so if you're interested in applying, we have openings for programmers, CG artists, and a wide range of opportunities. So go ahead and check out cutegames.com, and you can find the recruitment page there.
It's very cool. And what I like about this, the way you guys advertise this, is that it doesn't matter which language you're in. So even if you're English, if you want to move in Japan, you guys are going to accept them with arms wide open. So I find that very cool.
Yeah. There's like relocation bonuses for people who are moving from abroad, and like it's really cool because like half the company is international, half the company is Japanese, and so you operate like you can operate in just in English, but like once you are able to speak some Japanese, then you can work with the Japanese colleagues really well. But there's like translation services available, or not services available, but people who will help you out with translation and stuff like that within the company if you ever run into those issues.
That's
My Japanese is still pretty poor, but I managed to survive in the company doing pretty complicated tasks. When
Yeah.
things get really difficult, we do have people on the team that can step in for us and kind of make sure that stuff doesn't get mixed up because of the language barrier.
that's very cool. It's cool that they're taking that into consideration, But yeah, so guys, I just want to say thank you very much for coming here. I really appreciate it for you guys taking the time. When Will messaged me and said that RJ could come on, and when he said RJ, I knew right away who you were, just because we talked about it a little bit, and so I was very excited. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys this time for coming here. So
It's a pleasure. Honestly, the pleasure's all mine.
Yeah, the pleasure is
I-
us.
I love talking about this stuff, so being given the opportunity to talk about work that I've done over the last 3 years is probably more fun for me than it is for you.
very cool. And maybe next time, now that I understand more your job, maybe I'll be able to ask more, more questions with technical stuff. If I get to have you guys again, because I mean, you guys are very, very fun to talk to. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So I'm gonna let you guys go because the 30 minutes is done, and I'm gonna thank you guys after my stream. Right now, I still have to stream for another 30 minutes. So but I'm gonna talk to you guys after the stream, and to close things up. So thank you very much. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to say before we end this?
Come to Japan and work at Key Games.
Good words.
Yeah, if you ever come to Japan, feel free to hit us up, and we'll definitely meet up.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and hope you enjoy your evening, your Friday evening.
Yeah, it's 8:30 p.m. here now, so I hope you enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye, guys.
Have a good stream.
All right.
Take it easy.
Bye. All right, guys. So that was Will and RJ from Q Games. Hope you guys enjoyed. But now that we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Stadia anniversary. So, first of all, we're gonna go on Force Cars Gaming and talk about what are the events for today and things like that. So, first of all, I'd just like to say hello to everyone. Just I don't when we have time with developers and stuff, I want to take the most time to ask questions and stuff like that. So that's why I didn't really pay attention to you guys, and I apologize. But I'd like to say hi to And Your Mama Knows, Anthony, Lord Vivek. Thanks for the glass compliment. Lee, Cloud Gaming Dad, how are you doing, man? Happy to see you here. In Lead, hi folks. Raiders is a dope game. I totally agree. I love this game so much. So when will Stadia launch in Japan? I don't know, but they're really looking forward to it, and it seems like it opened their eyes when they worked on the project, so that's cool. Ryzek, hey, how are you doing, man? Hope you had a nice stream yesterday. Happy Stadia Day, Rock. Glad to see you here. Good morning, Zarina. The forest in Raiders is really pretty, and yeah, I didn't even notice that, and it's incredible what happens with the with the nature and stuff. That was pretty cool. I love when attention is paid to small details. Absolutely. And Your Mama Knows had to go back to bed, so I don't blame him. It's pretty early where he is right now. Hey, Roberto! How are you doing, man? Link43, hi! And I think that's all I got here. I have 2 screenshots of the credits. Nice. Yeah, the only reason why I have a video is just because, I was streaming and I finished the game again, and that's why it was there. Hey, Tobias! Glad to see you here. Nice icon that you got there, profile picture. I think it's the first time I see you here. But so today is the second anniversary of Stadia, and there's a bunch of stuff happening actually. So let's have a look. So first of all, SBCN has organized an event where all day there's going to be streamers playing Stadia, which is pretty cool. I think there's like 2 spots that he couldn't fill, but there's still like a bunch of streamers there. So let's have a look. So this is me doing this right now. In 30 minutes, we have Rock, who's going to play some Stadia. Then we got Jeff, my buddy from Canada. And then we have MM2K. These are all names that I recognize because I see them everywhere. They're pretty known. Then we have Four Scars at 10 a.m. I'm trying to remember what he was going to stream, but I can't. I think it's Jackbox Party, if I'm not mistaken. But we're gonna have to see and have a look. We've got Squids. Squids is an awesome guy. Stadia TV. Got Fans Are Gamers. Stadia Pro Gaming, which is one of my favorite too. AMX, man. So look at this. So AMX has 6 subscribers, guys. So I'm just gonna say he's an awesome streamer. Oh, you don't see that. Okay, there you go. So he has 6 subscribers. I don't believe it. So if you guys can, go ahead and subscribe to his channel because he's a great Stadia streamer, you know. We've got Helix Cloud Game, no need for introduction. There's Great in the UK. We've got Cloudy with a Chance of Games. I think that it's Makers of Chaos that's going to stream through Cloudy with a Chance of Games, but I'm not sure. Maybe Duncan will join, but I haven't heard about that. So we got Cloud Play, we got Stadia FR. So Stadia from French. They're a bunch of groups which are very fun. We've got Dre. Dre, if I'm not mistaken, is another one with not a lot of subscribers. Let's see here. I'm not even subscribed myself for some reason. Wait, no, that's not right. I'm subscribed to his channel, so it must not be his correct channel. But anyway, so Dre's streaming. He usually, I'm not sure what he's going to stream either, but yeah, he's a fun guy too. He's a good first-person shooter guy. We've got our talk show, Stadium Connect North, which is happening at 4:30. We've got Ryzak playing at 5. We've got Mr. Baron Plays, which has an awesome channel too. We're pretty much at the same amount of subscribers at the moment, I think. We've got the Climax. So the Climax is going to be playing Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And I'll be joining his stream actually at 7 p.m. So if you want to, have a talk with me and Climax, just jump in and we can all play together. It's a 4-player game, so yeah. Hey, Soul Home Studio and party goers, absolutely. Very low sodium party goers, I'd say. We've got Collins Dynasty. We've got Stadia Party Chat. We've got so Stadia Party Chat podcast is going to have a talk show today. We've got Spectre, who has an awesome show at 9 p.m. We've got the Cowboy playing at 10 p.m. at night. We've got Slayer. We've got Jack the Slip playing very late at 12 a.m. And then we've got Ray, of course, who plays super late at night. He'll be playing at 1 a.m. ET. And so that's pretty much it. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff. What do you guys think? What do you guys think we'll be seeing during the Stadia 2nd anniversary? Do you think we'll be having a blog from the community? Do you think we'll be having... We've got some new sales, which is awesome. But, do you think we're going to get anything else? Let me know. But this is exciting for sure. It's going to be a great day. I only slept like 4 hours because I was, so excited about it. I was thinking a lot about the interview that I was going to have this morning and things like that. So, yeah. And I've got to work in between that, so it's going to be a crazy day. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. Oh, we've got some beacon that we got to destroy. So, Tobias found out yesterday that Google added the feature to live stream directly to YouTube from CCU through mobile browser in 2160p 60 FPS HDR. That's it. It is. I think it's the first platform that does that. And is there like, does PC does that? Like, I don't know. It's pretty crazy, man. Like it's crazy technology, and I'm like, I don't believe that it's not being talked about a lot in the tech world, because there's not a lot of places that does that. And you know what? If I'd be able to show my face with direct streaming, I think I'd switch back to that, because it's such a good feature. Like, it would improve my streams by a lot, you know? Well, I don't do much. But hey, Kumna! How are you doing, man? Hope you're having a good morning. Or... No, I think it's still the morning where you live, right? So, yeah, so the Soul Home Studio agrees with Tobias, and I agree too. It's just amazing. At first, we thought that it was only 1440, I think, and then someone noticed that it can also be done for certain games on 4K. So it's something for sure. Let's look around here, see if we can find a place. Here it is. There you go. This is a game that I played a lot, and while playing, I wasn't paying much attention. So, and like I said, I didn't have a lot of sleep, so I don't even remember much what I did. So that's kind of funny. I finished one world with 10 survivors, right? And this is a level 6 world, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. So now we should be able to rescue this guy. So the live stream will be in Italian, but the game is in English, so everyone can join. Very cool. Yeah, I've joined a few of the streams, and even though they speak Italian, when I was, you know, I was interacting in the chat in English, and they were still responding to me. I think you're talking about Stadia Italia, not Stadia Italia, Stadiaverse.it. And if that's the case, yeah, they're really fun to interact with. Even if it's in Italy, they totally respond to you in English. So I love it. Let's see here. Got shield. I don't know if we have any weapons that we can get rid of. We can get rid of that shield for sure. We have so many weapons. I guess, like, I haven't played in a while, but I guess I didn't. I guess I didn't die in a while because my inventory is full. So, okay, so Kumna is saying, yep, only a few more minutes and then lunch. Oh, nice. So UK, Mr. UK. I wasn't sure actually, because I know that you play with a bunch of other people on other streams. And there's a lot of people mixed up. Sometimes you get people from UK, sometimes you get people from USA, sometimes you get people from Canada. I think Dismal Gaming is from Canada, and you play with him a few times. So Roberto says, the cool thing about the Jackbox Party game is that you don't have to own the game to join the game. Yeah, so what's cool about Jackbox Party, and I was talking about that with a guy who isn't into cloud gaming, he agreed that Stadia is the best way to play Jackbox Party because you can bring it on the go. Basically, you can go at a party. You don't even need like something. You only like just bring your phone, whatever, and you can host a Jackbox Party game. And to him, it was just incredible that you could do that. You know, so the Switch is also getting it. So you can bring your Switch and do it. But he said that it's just amazing with Stadia how perfect it is for Jackbox Party. So Frontier says you need your mobile browser, yeah. Because not everyone needs the game, like you said. You just need one person with the game, and then everybody can join in. So some people had a hard time understanding that, and the thing is, on Stadia, on the Stadia website, it's mentioning that the game is local multiplayer, but it's not quite that. You can actually play online multiplayer if you stream your game. So it's just a hard way to advertise it, and some people thought that it was just local, but you can actually do something about that. You can live stream it and play with a bunch of people. So Tobias Lindlove says, now if only the crowd play feature as well would be accessible from the CCU mobile, that would be awesome for non-PC owner like me. Streamed Valhalla in 4K 60 HDR yesterday. Wow, that's crazy. So you can do 60 4K with Valhalla. I didn't know that, actually. Probably the new performance mode, right? Oops. So the oh, there's a lot of people here. So yeah, there's still stuff that they need to add. It's just that I don't know how powerful the CCU can be with more features, because the CCU is a very weak machine, and so we'll see if we'll get some more features on there. Like, I think that you can't I think that you can't stream your voice either from the CCU, if I'm not mistaken, which is unfortunate. There you go, he's dead. So the Soul Home Studio says, you know what, let me catch up with the chat. So the Soul Home says, Roberto, Google CC on YouTube are getting upgrades all the time, and live translation is just around the long corner. That'd be cool. Live translation, man. Best device to use is tablet, because it's easier to use to draw. Ah, you know what? That's very smart. You know what? I didn't thought of that. I usually play it on my PC, actually, and I use my mouse, and it's pretty bad. Community is a nice little cocktail of nationalities. Yeah, and this is what mostly what John Scars tries to advertise, is that there's players all around the world, which is cool. And I hope it'd be very cool if today we would hear an announcement of expanding Stadia on other countries. I think that's what people are anticipating the most, so we'll see if that happens. It will be great from Roberto. I was about to call you Fernando again. I have finished all the level 1 to 4 maps on the state share list. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's a lot of maps. I can get any survivors because of my still bugged out level 2 mission. Oh my gosh. Man, you still have that bugged out. How, like, it's not supposed to stay there long like that. This mission is supposed to be removed after playing so many missions, you know? Jackbox Party 8 on John's stream was super fun. Yeah, I think we played when it released on Switch, and I loved it. Tobias, if a streamer posts the link on mobile, YouTube, and you have your CCU booted to the game, the link does now open the app on your phone, and you can redirect from there. Oh yeah, that's true. I think. Are we talking about state share? I'm not sure. Or are we talking about crowd choice? It's I'm a little bit confused, but that's good. You can play it locally with friends, but yes, that's a bit misleading, and it's probably not the best way to advertise it. Yeah, because I know some people who just swept through the list and ignored it because they were not into local game. They were probably like, oh, I don't have anybody local that I can play with, right? But that's not the case. You can stream your voice if the game is in the game chat. Oh, okay. Man, I tried so many things trying to stream my voice with the CCU, and I remember you trying to help me out, Roberto. Wait, no, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, no, that's true. I think that I tried so many things, and you remembered that, Roberto. Like, I tried so many things to try to make my voice work with the CCU, but I just couldn't make it. I couldn't figure it out, I think. Unless I'm mistaken, it's been a while now. So yes, Soul Home Studio. Really didn't know that. That's awesome. The more you learn, yeah. I'm gonna need to try that too. Looking good, buddy. Hope you're well. Thanks, Lee. Hope you're doing well too. I seen you. I've seen you like last week. I think you've streamed some Far Cry 4, which was pretty cool. I'm happy to see that you're back in the game. Unfortunate that you don't like Wavetail. Wavetail is a good game in my opinion, but we all have our opinion, right? I get it. I have not found a way to stream voice from CCU, so Lord Vivek, you're in the same boat as me, I guess. Crowdplay. Yeah, okay, crowdplay. That's what I thought you meant. So it's, yeah, I guess crowdplay works. That's good to know. Yeah, it was with me. The game needs to support game chat. Pixeljunk doesn't have game chat. That is why. I see. So you're basically streaming the voice from the game. That makes sense. Alright, so I am catched up, and now after like 5 minutes I'm probably going to be not catched up again. But it's all good. Oh man. Thought I could make it. Lee, I know what you mean. It was a pretty interesting conversation there that you got with other people. You're allowed to have your opinion, and nobody should stop you from doing that. But only I'm not back at the game. Okay, Lee, sounds good. But you know, I'll keep an eye out just in case. I think that you just like to stream once in a while, right? So it's all good. I'm happy that you're still interacting with people and stuff. I see you in some chats sometimes, and that's good. You know, seeing the very happy and warming Lee appear once in a while is very makes me happy. Where's that guy? He's probably not. Oh, he's right there. Okay. Ah, missed out. There we go. Oh crap. Not when your opinion is wrong, Lee. Lord Vivek. Oh, don't you... Excuse me. Don't you be starting some drama on my channel, guys. So Lord Vivek, honestly, not on my Pixel for a long time. The link posted by the streamer wouldn't open the app. And Lee says, that's correct. I do have a channel, but only stream when I want to scratch the hitch. Yeah. Exactly. I think that's better. Yeah. You know, for a while there, I was a lot on social networks. And the thing is, you can get burnt out if you're just like constantly looking. So you won't see me on Twitter and stuff all the time, because once in a while I just have to, like, you know, take the day and just not, you know, not pay attention to it, because after a while you're just, you know, you get grumpy and you just start getting like having like you start putting your voice in a very negative way, I'm gonna say. And that's why sometimes you know, sometimes I'm very active on Discord and Twitter, and sometimes you're just not seeing me anywhere, and that is why. And also, I'm pretty busy actually at work lately, so actually you might even see me less until like mid-December, because I have some projects that is pretty big that I have to finish. Okay, let's get rid of that beast, which is a cakewalk. Am I right, noobs? So I have 150 Exontium now, and I can go get that guy finally. I guess it's a map that requires a lot of Exontium. So it has always worked on my Pixel 3. Interesting. And 6. Alright. Content creation can consume you, definitely. It's an easy trap to fall into. Reconnected with my family life now, which is far more important to me. Oh man, it must have... I know that the day after you said that you were a new man, I think, and that made me so happy that you were able to figure some stuff out. It's not fun struggling with mental health. I'm just saying this because you did say you do say that publicly, so or else I wouldn't mention it. But mental health is definitely important. It's not something that everybody understands, because someone who never had that, someone who never had that, it's for them, they don't understand that it's almost like a sickness. Like, they think that it's just something that you don't need help with. But no, man, like it's not fun when you're stuck in this kind of a phase in life, Yeah. I really want to get into this game, but every time I try something new comes along that I just want to play a little bit more. The Pixel 6 is irrelevant, as it launched after the 4 feature were enabled. So Soulhome, have you ever had a chance to try Pixeljunk yet? Just give it a try. Because I'm gonna agree with you. It takes a lot of investment in time for the game, because to be honest, it takes about 10 hours to start, getting used to the mechanics and stuff, and leveling up enough to enjoy the game. Because at first the game is really hard, and it's hard, like it's really hard and very frustrating. So just a heads up, when you get into it, don't give up. Just play, and eventually it'll start to take in your head on how to play. Like, you just have to get used to the mechanics of the game, and you'll get better for sure. All right, so we rescued a bunch of people. I guess that this is going to be our last mission, because we only have 5 minutes left until Rock is live. I'm wondering what he's going to play. He's a big Destiny 2 fan, so maybe that's what he'll be doing, but I'm not sure. Sometimes he surprises us with other games, so you never know. I wonder if anybody will be streaming Outriders today, because there's a new patch, and it'd be interesting to see how it is now. So you have 3 hours in it, but something beyond the others, and I want to... Yeah, so that's what's fun about it, is that I think in the first 80 hours that I start playing, so I played about... I think I'm over 200 hours on it now. But I think the first 80 hours that I played it, I kept finding some new stuff in there. So it's randomly generated maps, right? So you just keep finding very interesting things in the game, which is pretty cool. So now I need to find the beacons. Agreed, hard to get to this game, but then it becomes quite fun. Yeah, everybody that I know, like in the Raiders community, everybody that I know of, they really had a hard time at the beginning, and then just had some fun. Man, like, if you go at the start of the Raiders channel on the Q Game Discord, you'll see me being frustrated a lot on the game. I'll be like, oh my god, I died, it's so unfair and stuff like that. Like, I needed to express my frustration somewhere. These guys are supposed to be hard to defeat, but I found a trick to defeat them. Like this. And then they become quite easy. And it is hard to master. What I just did there, it's actually not easy. But I did it so many times that it's a force of habit now. So Rock, I am too. You're curious to know what you're gonna stream? That's funny. Let's see here. Man, I might overlap with your stream, Rock. But we're almost done. We have one more beacon, one more survivor, and this is it. Aha! There's the beacon. So the beacons do a sound, and the sound programming of the game is very good. Like when it does, I don't know if it's surround sound or something, but when it does the bing, like you can know exactly where it is on the map. Like it's gonna sound louder on the right side if it's closer to your right side, and you know, so on and so forth. So whoever did the sound design on the beacon is incredible. I think the forest in general, the design is great. Alright, so I'm gonna need to destroy a few people here just because I can't rescue the survivor if there's enemies around. So, and I can see on the map that there's quite a lot. Okay. So after they swipe, jump and chain punch in their face too. After they swipe, oh yeah, there's a like if you don't do that technique that I'm doing with the hammer, there's even more strategies to it. But I did that strategy so much that I'm probably rusty with the regular one, because I know that when they do like this, the grumpies, they swipe with, I can't remember if they swipe with their right or left hand, and depending on the side that they swipe, you have to like move to another position, and I'm kind of rusty with that. I think that they swipe with their right hand first, but I'm not too sure. All right, so we have rescued the last survivor. NinjaGuy had to teach me the forest. I was struggle buzzing. Yeah, so this is why I mentioned it a lot on my stream at the time. I always mention it, that the beacon does sounds, because for some reason nobody noticed it. Nobody was noticing the sounds, but it makes like the forest is so much harder if you don't do that. If you don't listen to the sound, you're never gonna find those beacons. It's too hard. It would take too long. And so after playing for a while, what I was doing is figure out ways to do these maps faster. That was my fun of the game, just trying to do them as fast as I can. So I've developed a lot of tricks to finish these maps very quickly. And I mean, it was very useful because there was a championship this summer, and Pixeljunk was in it, and you know, I've beat this. I was first place by quite a lot just because I had so many tricks up my sleeve, you know, to do these maps. So the Soul Home says perfect timing. It is. It is currently 7 a.m. Eastern time. If you don't wear headphones, you're not going to hear it. Exactly. You're right. So headphones is very crucial for us. So guys, we're gonna unlock some pants. I already have the orange pants, so we're gonna do the thermal leggings. And thank you guys for joining me. So I am NinjaGuy X. I do morning streams, usually from 7:30. From 6:30 a.m. Eastern time to 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, from Monday to Friday. I also do a show called Stadium Shorts. Stadia Shorts. Jeez, still early here. And but I haven't done any videos of Stadia Shorts in a while, but I'm working on that. So keep a lookout. I'm basically posting a 5-minute gameplay video of every games on Stadia, starting in chronological order since of release date, basically. And then on Friday, today I have a talk show that I co-host with John. It's called Stadium Connect North, that we're gonna do today at 4:30 p.m. So hope to see you guys there, and thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Have a good one, guys, and see you on Monday, or on my talk show this afternoon if you plan on watching. Have a good one.